So 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 we got a new channels in all sides of the globe. So we got new channels at the top below. And so all the new channels in the top right there. So we get one membership and it's free of one description below on my screen below. And so much more. So we get the new channels at the top. We get two separate ways. So 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 let's get breakdown tonight of AEW Dynamite. So this was a really good rivalries and storylines and rivalries. So into with this part for the past when AEW has a great rivalries of all the grand stays of all time. So let's go break down live right here. So speaking of him and Adam Page to Congress of MCF to lose his never granted the world title shot. Instead, entered when MCF and him and Adam Page met into the ring. So this is real the soul of the oath and tied to was ground to the cowboy into giving him a title shot as the AEW Men's World Championship. Instead, the cowboy turned around so that in Congress of MCF to news his subsequent title shot for the match at Forbidden Door. So this was an old-fashioned exchange between him and Adam Page, and it was an MCF. These two have plenty of this chemistry inside the ring, also a microphone. So I think it's a play like this competition of its own. So I eats mainly through the shots as a send over to get what they wanted out. I did also exchange by the end. So the soul of the off was the one and vital in news his granted title shot and between the contract. So I think this is the best path forward for MCF in hearing the soul of the off is not going to win the Cowboy this title reign by stealing the title from him after when he is infallible. So I think he will need to beat the Cowboy into the ring on a pay-per-view. There's the money match for Forbidden Door. So I think when MCF could still have a hidden plan in either employing the whole certificate or some loophole. So enter in how the contract works and to take it all from the Cowboy, but it will all play out on a massive stage in the O2 area. So one entered with the Cowboy and started his response by calling MCF in was it as the Lord and the level movie is called I See the Fallen. And he went after MCF responded marking a line in which Heyman must remind him yet. As it was a basic one, the crowd was closely called out. The soul of the oath has a coward. As it when MCF was labeled to heaven and God to certain AEW fans before saying he was a false god. So this is what he said after this promo announcement between him and Pace and MCF. Back to back. So in next match, we got some Moxley goes 1-on-1 against Kevin Knight. So over the while, so Kevin Knight pulls some Moxley with his acquired blind of it in strength, so Jeff Reynolds. I just do method to cast him maybe he was a lady sleeper, he was a fucking submission hold, I was an agile one with a hooder, it made to feel, tried to beat down Kevin Knight, his people Mike Bailey. So I wasn't until WN came out to make a save. I just said and drive for it went off marks. It made the field get tied to a trap where the hurter in a body. So WN has a body like body bag in Cody category torn. So the tables on WN he was a trap ham in the bag instead. And to win, Ospreay made a sock return to save WN. So, Agent in decided to set Death Waddles to the Lights Out and was a staircase match in London. So Moxley against Kevin Knight did not pay out, quote, also has Mike Bailey signs as a Jeff Waddles. I put that was understandable, made so much praying. I just said the bell. I just said the access was sold. It's probably so why. I just went said has so much long term upside in AEW a while. I was stating that I wasn't that he is not, quote, ready to a match with Moxley right now. And to win, WN return was suspended because Cody category appearance was a most in some skill in his sonic arrival. And to win, last week returned to the biggest shock since 3 weeks ago. After he couldn't for his chronic health, but promised to make it back for Forbidden Door. I think it will have made the most sense for him to stay in the United Kingdom into AEW to travel across the seas, but also put a 1 full week was ordered to sit the stage for Forbidden Door. As you win, the Moxley against WN will happen at some point, but Forbidden Door will benefit from a wild man match. I just said the competitors in the staircase match. So Jesse was promised a muscle soul and was still in London and probably even closely outside the show. And later on this match, so Moxley won the match. After the win, so Moxley made it clear in his entrance that he will not give WN anything for being Joel. The hometown crowd still Moxley, but it's still a voice still headed up with Hooder. Kevin Knight responded to Sir Jeff Waddles with his own was a frozen bite into a following of Marks, and WN did not look happy with Ospreay at first, but I so respect to him and sent it in as the backstage. So this was announced. He rode a horsey to horsey with team with him and WN against Sir Jeff Reynolds. He also asked Manny Paquette when he sat down with Marks. Little Sir Jeff Reynolds was not pleased about entering horsey and following it and found Sir Young Bucks as the room. And speaking of, Tony Schiavone announced it will be Moxley, Corey Casagori, Jim Kidd, and the Young Bucks will take on Ospreay, Darby Allin, Kenny Omega, Kenta Ibushi, and Trey Halsey in So in next match got 6 women's trios match. They got Mercedes Moné, Twinkle, and Sky Blue, which take on Alex Winslow, Queen Amada, and Will Nightingale. As you win, Mercedes Moné found herself overwhelmed by the combined strength of Alex Winslow, Queen Amada, and Will Nightingale. So it was after the CEO was taken out aside when Sky Blue was left to take the silver suit from Alex Winslow tapping out. So this was afterward Tony Storm and Alex Winslow clear the ring and ghetto. After the Thomas won in James Sons that CEO in a financial face gym in Scotland. And I just could have used more time, but everyone was making the most of the spotlight. And with Alex Winslow sparkly continue to shine with a big spotlight. And it was gossip shock that Moné lost this match. I wasn't even able to see was not pinned, but it benefited Alex Winslow in a big way, as he looks like a real threat going into Forbidden Door. After win, Queen Amada and Tangle also continue to show why they need plenty more opportunities in matches like this. So I was do possibly songs off the screen. So what if all the recent cases of many women's attorney are anything to go by? We will reportedly imposing Center Force AEW Women's Blood and Guts match. It is going to be a special. And of course, to the big question, Lonzo will finish this all. Anyway, Tony Storm has AEW Women's World Champion. It could go either way at this point. So, anyway, on this match, Alex Winslow, Queen Amada, it will, Nightingale. And you went to see CEO. So the hens with a tangle that madness during to entrance. And you went Tony Storm and Athena both lost into the crowd and they brought it all the way down to center stage and afterward. Ray Nightingale pounced Monet out of the ring to set up to the finish. So, in next match against the rated R superstar, Adam Copeland goes 1-on-1 against Starkey Hathaway. Adrian Cope went over Starkey with easy jacks hard and cast when it came out after a spill. So this was to try and save him was starting a bar fight. And just the referee had to call for the bill after Starkey threw with a power draw into the face of the rated R superstar. Crescent Case made a shocking save on behalf of Cope and just sent FTR. He wasn't running in a far off, supposedly ghetto, and they hit hug it out. So, after it was a big surprise that tonight was a night that Elsa Tony Post Wrestling Cope is back in ghetto again. Andy Butt suspended avoiding is still very welcome. So it was supposedly this was never going to be a real match. Andy Butt it was a fun segment, just highlights. Also that the old could do whenever they turn ready to work together again. And there will likely be more bumps into the road just so the two men also could getting fully onset at the same pace. As you went, but this was a massive moment for the fans was guessing and really just annoying. And anyway, I'm just Max, Adam Copeland. As you went, the security guard had to drag Big Stock to the ring. As you went, Cope survives intelligence of members about what they thought of Stocky and they are Mark Ham. And your Big Stock got a no who's the stock sent. As you when Christian came out with Spike, he wasn't handing him back to Cope. And when as you when Tony Leone announced Cope, so Adam Copeland and Christian Case may take on Nate Wayne and Kip Sabian for being Joel. In next match, we got John Carter's family and Young Bucks. And we take on we got Trent Hossie and Koski to Sade and Connor Fossil. It was a Humu and Hossie arrived as a big surprise the fourth man to hope from Hero Hossie, Hologram, and Buddy King. As you went, Matt and Nick Sassen will reportedly distracted about Carl Fossil and Sauce Alexander could not keep so a wild baby face and team down. So it was a Humu and sits in the wind with a time bomb to Sauce Alexander and Also Skydeball performed Himelu and Will Science Color Fossil at Forbidden Joe was a TNT 7 set. So it was a passing a great match. If anyone involved, unable in the spotlight was the President family, formerly also the man that made the strongest introducing was the AEW attendance. Added with so much of a New Japan top names still involved with the C1 climax to added the office to appeal on Dynamite with a limits. So also Honolulu is support from the sluts in this spot to as he. So it was approved a trial this match set a 5-time IWCP Center Heavyweight Champion. This looked great against an all-star who lined up, and it's great to know. I think he will get a muscle for Baron Joe's spotlight this year against Carter Fossil has. I think he has often been forgotten on this show. So anyway, on this match, we got Bobby King, Hologram, Tamira Ahasi. The first one in spell is IRMU. In spell. After when a young boss got Paul before they paid. I but no music or Paul for their entrance. And you went Sasha Roberts called Matt and Nick, these guys, causing a young bucks to threaten him. So this was during the match. It's a young bucks, a super kick, so Devil Yumby, and we're fine me about $2,000 fine is by Tony Khan. So we just left Tony Sioni to announce the rest of the show. Bobby King took a faucet TK draw onto the stage and limited him was the asset for a while. So, speaking of sports taking reveals a loving knee injury, but this was refused to step down. Speaking of Renee Paquette has questions with sports tackling on a premature knee surgery he picked up, recording Domingo promised he will still bring his all during his fight for the unified championship. So until when Kazuko arrived to promise, Domingo had no sense to beat him, or a ball was broke out. So, also out between the two men, but security guard quickly begins evolve. So, this was hopefully the sports knee injury is either a story. So, I wasn't intimate for this rivalry or 92. So, this has it will be a shame for the Mingo to lose out on this big match. So Elizabeth has a story in it adds some extra drama, and Kazuko knows about particular injury and will go after it in London. After since John Connors cannot testify into the match, so this is a good way to build the heat for the Rainmaker. So I just forced Mike and was not working for Renee Paquette. And so the Scrabble and Tony had a positive insight and made time. I usually found it played with other with the hook, symbol, and sign above a city. So here's the main event. So we got the OPPS, we take on Loose, Beast, Martos, and do an article. So Andrew and Samara So return to as in so Joseph was Jossman, Father has he Kate Series of Butter in Powerhouse, Hobbs, and also Old Ram. So also while Kate Series of Butter and Hobbs kept Loose into Beast Martos, also outside the way, so Samoan Submission Machine made theoretical pass out to the conquest. So, and it is great to see Samosa back and absent in time for Banjo, but just felt like I was in it to the night was showing by strong absence. So I was due to Simone So working a bit he was banged up and it was no big surprise it appearance or silence made to certain trails Sapiens with application for being Joel. And it is for like so OPPS getting back to the business has national and it's not but it's strong fitness to even and with a post match an angle between Hammond, Adam Pace, and MCF. And it would have been better to give the spot to the 8-man All-Star tag. Also Honolulu and take 3 and has that had a while advocacy for being Joel. So what if it did was going to be the big finish just a night AEW could have a at last they kept Samoa return a basic price for a bigger field good finish. Anyway, on this match, you got Casey Lisa Butter, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa So. Samoa So spotted tape on his right sort of right heel. Also, while the Skywalk made clear he wasn't still hurting afterward, it was MCF attack him into the parking lot and promised to make his life hell going into forbidden door. And overall so this was about announcing on Dynamite was bad. This was a disappointing night of after so close to forbidden door. And this was a time to ramp up celebrating the start and some muscle-based surprises. So it was a lot of multiple big matches were announced for being Joe internet of this main card is mostly lacking. I just the best part of this time of the year. And it is the amazing focus on AEW policies even with disciplined stars are still busy with Sexy One clinics. CMLL stars have also been introduced in even more so did with the past months. So I just said a tag team as a 12, so was engaging him and Adam Page in MCF, so the upcoming battle was the AEW Men's World Championship has much watched. After the pacing, says Neville Phil has organized has forbidden door season resolved, and it is not set a time for a regular night of absence in AEW. So Jesse was hovering on Dynamite in Scotland. Next week, we bring up Systemic to this over level with more big surprises to come. So, speaking of Ospreay, Ospreay returns to AEW Dynamite, makes hang for Benjo silence. He said, after when Ospreay returned and laying down in silence for a lights out staircase match with the Dead Riddles at Forbidden Door during AEW Dynamite. Adrian Moxley picked up his second win on the turn over Killer Knight after almost 40 minutes. Wizard of an absence having undefeated his tag team partner Speedball Mike Bailey during last week, so in Moxley scoring victory, submissive keeping hold of the lock after the belt had won. Also in just the promoting Mike Bailey to come into the ring and break things up. Red Hood and then attack Mike Bailey from behind, he was throwing him out after the ring before Joey and missed a hit impeding his entrance. So, into it, Joey and motion with a skateboard, with a body bag in hand, and knocking Red Hood out with a formal before he was trapping him into a level. He then looked for a coffin drop to Red Hood, and with a while he was still in the bag, but Corey Category managed to take out Johnny Allen and Corey Category to put Allen into the bag, hitting a spinning slam to him, and continuing to beat down until Ospreay made his return and makes it a save. So this is my YouTube community poll for tonight. So give me 1 second. So give me 1 minute here, guys. So let's go to my YouTube community poll. So we got 80% like this show tonight of AEW Dynamite. 2% is alright, and 20% didn't like it. So let's go let's go to my X poll. So we got 2% liked it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So thank you for joining here tonight. Like and subscribe on my YouTube channel.com. And so much more. So let me see a couple of things here. So Tony Khan's we've been tweeting out by 26 minutes. He said, "Thank you all who watched it Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite tonight. I think that AEW is having an exciting. I got wasn't that it was an exciting Dynamite tonight. But if you haven't seen it yet, it's on 8 p.m. PT, 9 p.m. MT on TBS Network West tonight, and on stream on Max, and tonight." So maybe see a couple here. So we might do it a next day. We might do AJ Forbidden Doors next. So let me see. So I usually tie out for Tough Enough. But didn't make the cut to be on the show, but she was called signed by WWE. He was an ex-WWE champion. I don't know what his name. I think she wasn't even Tough Enough. So it might be Melina, I think. So I would think that is either Melina or Izzy Lee, and I want to say Melina, just by looking at the smile. So he might be signing with Evolve, I think. So it might be Melina being Evolve. So saying. So she looks like a Melina side with his ex-champion, I think. Kenny Cross says that he had Scarlett still want to work out a new deal with WWE. He confirms that their exit from the company is a very much real, and it makes no sense to them. I don't know. So let me see. Also, Tony Khan has got more announced for AJ Articles this Saturday. So we got Seth Speed, Richard Johnson Moxley, and Wheeler Huda. Sonny Hart against Chris Angel, against Bobby Ford, against Amy Say. So we got Anasno McGuinness, teaming with Daniel Garcia against Hiskio and Lee Marley. The poor always Sabian. So we might do a next thing here in a quick minute. So I'm thinking there's a talk in WWE about the date for the John Cena retirement match, and we move to go head to head with AEW World's End. So that's coming up soon. Oh, Kevin Roberts inventory is out a quick minute. It says, 700,000 falls in 2 days. Now see you all. Thank you for sitting me too. Sakino Part 2. So his name's include says, "Happy 6 months of Wednesday." Um, so let me see. Oh yeah, Funny Roses has been just out about 11 minutes. No, I mean 11 hours. I think PR is something else. So, we haven't just announced. So we might be to see MLL in the TV championship match at Forbidden Door. So we got Monday Money goes 1-1 against Alex Winslow. In the next one we have Paciphone and Star. So let me see. So let me see. Come on here. So Sports Chicken says about 33 minutes. He said, "Dude, let me see." So let me see any more here, any more announced for this week, or probably next week. So, speaking of the Miz into the which any show today at 12 to 3 p.m. is the time on the Boca channel. I will be hosting today. We have some big and forgotten news will drop. This is what the Miz has announced or to go. Let me see here, guys. Carly C has been trained and working out on Hoxam. So, I'm gonna show you guys a quick minute here. So this is Carly C at working out a while ago. Let's see what's tweeting this out. So here's Amy Bowens at baseball game. So here's Amy Bowens at baseball an hour ago today. It's Blake Monroe. So let me see. I'll make this up. So this is from tonight's. So in Evolve. So here's John Cena. So let me see. Wait, I'm gonna get this up. So it says so tonight, so of semi-final. So that's John Cena for tonight semi-final. So he was tweeted out 4 hours ago. I'm gonna see more and get it was could work with seeing everyone else stars. I think. So let me see here. So I've been hearing about Charles Robinson. So we might have more update on him soon. He's at a hospital bed. He got bit said a Batman. I said a bat. Oh, we got more announced. So it says, I was informing their contract expenses we added these superstars to a list of those likely to be removed from WWE 2K26. So we have also Sweet and Goddess, Cannon Cross, and Scarlet. That brings the list up to 34 top names. So that's getting bad, I think. Has been. So, let me see. Just in case if Adam Copeland have finally squashed their issues again, I think. So we get C1 claimants, the semifinal playoff, Westworld. So here's the tournament looks like. Going to be on August the 14th. So that's tomorrow night. So here's the tournament right there. That's tomorrow night. C1 Climax. So let me see. Here's speak about my Barry. Turn this out. So that's Mike Bailey. So he tweets about 23 hours ago. Let me see a couple more announced for next week. Let me see on the page. Oh, MCF's been checking this out about 1 hour. He said, you isn't seen nothing yet. Okay. So we got a couple more. Oh, it's more for next week. It says, must say my name and finish prepare your sleeve for the Battle of Scotland. Injured Women's World Champion Tony Storm, Alex Winslow, sending message to their opponents from next week. It's at UK. It's finally announced for next week. So we might get breakdown for AJ for Banjo when I get done here live. So let me see. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, TNA Wrestling is bottom on women's mascot. POE is falling into TNA in disgrace. Don't miss the Acid Live Just Fly from the Chief Penguin Employees area. So just Bubba Ray changes out about 1 hour. So let me see. So Tina is closing in a multi-million-wide deal. Might be something more announced. Okay, here's the strings here. Sadie Singh feels like Minnie Rose will totally make her way back to WWE. Whenever the opportunity was right, the street was right, also the stars, including yes, for sure. Let me see. So, also date will be dropped and she comes back and face Stacey Singh. And then when she comes back, Mindy Rose says Singh. So, we get the Elegance plan is coming to NXT next week. Okay, this is strange here. Mr. Instant replay on Slick Nick with the Young Bucks backyard wrestling name. That name is so dumb. Just put Mac and Nick Saxon already instead of Slick Nick. So it does not make any sense of this. This is so dumb. Right? So you guys agree with me on this point? So let us know of your thoughts of this. So let me see. Sammy Vessel spoke about supposedly of signing with AEW now that he's a free agent. He has good friends with me Seville. I have a lot of friends too. So he might be sold up soon. Probably AJ for Brando, maybe. I think. So might be debut. So what do you guys think about Sammy Vessel could be his debut? To end the debut. We could go elsewhere. Rest of the company could be. So let's find out when Sammy Vessel comes to AEW. Or it's more announced. So it's just announced for WWE Heatwave. Sandy Parker will take on Connie Sorden against Little Vice. So Renault would be the number 1 contender with the NXT Women's Championship. So it might be a good match for the Speedway match. That's like Fan City. So I was thinking about, yes, I think it's time for City Parker might be big plus and not see taking the DUB. It's not going to be fun anymore. I think. So I'm fine with Lola Vice or Corny Sonic winning this match. So I was thinking about I need Lola Vice to take that title. So what do you guys think of my thoughts. So Spotify has been getting crazy post rating this. She might win, I think. So his schedule, but Bagel finishes out by 2 hours. So it wasn't meant to put updates on Naomi I wasn't able to find her not being cleared to compete on Raw. Speaking of P. Diddy and Soul has said that she was at backstage at Raw, and that the reason for her being pulled was very much kept quote from our talent. Speaking of Brian Evans, said that there is. So let me see. So we might gonna have this update soon. Hopefully. Oh yeah, speaking of Batman movie will be out on what's the next release date? Batman release date. Let me see. So Batman Part 2 is release date cast in War with Batman Part 2. So this is no date yet. So it might be on release on October 4th, 2027. This new release date is locked in. Has set the movie to start a production soon. So I will let you guys know in this info on my YouTube.com. Let me see. So who's stepping in Saturday review at WrestleMania 42 for next year? I say Mandy Rose, on Bliss, Charlotte, Trish Stratus, Nikki Bella, Asuka, Bailey, Natalia, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey. Let me go back here, find my notes. So, speaking of every match between Rey Mysterio and sorry about that. So I was in every match between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero in rivalry for life. So this was back in WCW Halloween Havoc 1997. Mask against Cruiserweight title. So that's a very long time between Rey and Eddie Guerrero. So that's been about a long time, I think. So I do remember when Rey Mysterio with Eddie Guerrero, who's his father, I think. So it's been a long time since happy 54th birthday Eddie Guerrero. We love and to receive this pistol a moment now. Receive a happy birthday in person. So that's today? Eddie Guerrero's birthday? Oh no. Hold on. Let me see. Eddie Guerrero. So it's been about 10 years ago today. Legendary Hall of Famer Eddie Guerrero is suddenly passed away at the age of 38. So it's been about 10 years, just like 1967, 2005, Eddie Guerrero. So I'm gonna show you guys a slight open. I'm gonna just a quick minute. So I'm gonna show you guys of Eddie Guerrero's grave. So here's Eddie Guerrero's grave right here. So that's a Rey Mysterio's mask right here. So here's Rey Mysterio. He's talking to Eddie Guerrero. Almost 10 years today. So it's been a long time. It has been, I think, when Eddie Guerrero was not here with us just now. So it's been about plus 10 years today. So that's just so crazy when Eddie Guerrero's been gone since like 10 years, maybe. So it's been about 11 years since we lost a true lesson and one of the most minor skill comparison in history. Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. 11 years, starting today. Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. He says turned 38. So that's crazy. Plus 12 years ago today of Eddie Guerrero. Let me see. It says, Happy birthday, Eddie Guerrero. Forever, you will be in our hearts. So Matt Hardy has a big message. It says, actually it's a birthday lesson Eddie Guerrero, one of my favorite people and brothers to work with against Eddie is an incredible performer, amazing human brain. Happy birthday, Eddie Guerrero. To celebrate his day of birthday, enjoy this smaller clip of Eddie Guerrero. So Eddie Guerrero was returned 54 today. Happy birthday on your heat. So it's been about a long time. With almost 2 decades. Today in forever will lonely heat for life. Forever. So it's been about a long time. So let me see all the tweets. So let me see. Hold on. So Matt Hardy has a message to Eddie Guerrero. So Kurt Angle's been trying this out. It's been a long time. It says, "Happy birthday to one of the greatest performer ever known, Eddie Guerrero. You were a brother to me, but it's a ring. You were my podcast, and you continue to be loved by everyone every day. It's true. R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero." So it's been about a long time. Has done in years. So let me see. Yeah, October 9th, 1957, in Fort Texas, on Eddie Guerrero. So that's crazy. To remember by. So let me see. So let me see. So we will wrap it up in a few minutes. So Gajah Bussy today on his IC revealed that he signed a 2-year extension with All Elite Wrestling, and that he will be invited to pro wrestling at last until he's 45 years old. We're going to star in AEW. Gajah Bussy is All Elite. So let me see. So I was thinking about can name R-Truth give me a one over 24/7 champion. That comes to mind. So it's been about a long time, I think, for 24/7. So let me see a couple more things here. So maybe wrap it up if just right now. So have a great Wednesday, and I'll be back here live on Friday Night SmackDown, and so much more. So we do one Octopod and one Stizzle Masigo and all the globe of BCW, and then all the podcasts, anything is so much more. Spotify, Octopod, all the podcasts, anything is so much more. So we might doing live right here. I'll be back here on Friday Night SmackDown, and so much more. So have a great Wednesday. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.